Clarice Freeman arrived before sunrise every day. The headquarters of Wycliffe Technologies gleamed like a glass palace under the morning light. She swept, wiped, and mopped its glossy floors in silence, wearing her navy blue janitor's uniform, hair tucked beneath a scarf. She didn't complain, even when the suits ignored her like she was invisible, or worse, sneered when she accidentally crossed their path. She was just the cleaning lady to them. Black, middle-aged, soft-spoken, and easily dismissed. But Clarice had a secret. On her lunch breaks, she would sit in the small staff locker room and sketch dresses on the back of used paper. Ball gowns, power suits, cocktail dresses. Her designs were elegant, modern, and detailed. They weren't just good. They were breathtaking. One day, she was sitting quietly sketching when Ava DeWitt walked in. Ava, the firm's only female senior partner, was respected but kept her distance from most. She noticed the drawing on Clarice's lap. "That's beautiful," Ava said. Clarice looked up, startled. "Just something I do to pass the time." Ava studied the design. "You have talent. Did you study fashion?" Clarice hesitated. "I used to work in it. Years ago." Ava smiled gently. "You shouldn't hide this kind of gift." Clarice nodded politely and tucked the paper away. Ava left, but something had shifted. Spencer Wycliffe strolled through the office like he owned the air everyone breathed. The arrogant heir of the company's founder, he was wealthy, entitled, and bored. He saw Clarice one afternoon polishing glass and whispered to his assistant, chuckling, "Let's send her a gala invitation. Black tie only," he said. "It'll be hilarious." The invitation arrived 2 days later in a gold-trimmed envelope. Clarice opened it in the staff break room, her hands trembling. Others laughed behind her back. Ava found her later that evening, still holding the invitation. "He's mocking you," Ava said, blunt as ever. Clarice smiled, calm. "I know, but may I come anyway?" Ava blinked. "You want to attend?" "Yes. If it's a company event, I believe I'm part of the company, even if I just clean its floors." Ava stared at her, then nodded slowly. "If anyone deserves to be there, it's you." The gala was held at the Crystal Vine Hotel, a 5-star venue dripping with chandeliers and champagne. Clarice stepped out of a modest black car, but what she wore made heads turn instantly. She wore a shimmering emerald gown, shaped like a dream. It hugged her figure with grace, the train flowing like liquid silk. Her hair was swept up elegantly, her makeup subtle but flawless. The room went silent. People whispered. Cameras flashed. Some gasped. Nobody recognized her. "Who is she?" asked a partner's wife. That's the janitor," someone muttered. Spencer turned pale. Clarice walked slowly, her heels clicking confidently. She greeted Ava, who couldn't stop smiling. Clarice looked stunning, regal. The very people who once mocked her now stared in awe. But behind the admiration, Spencer's jaw tightened. Later that night, Clarice overheard Spencer laughing with 2 associates. "She looks ridiculous," he sneered. "Probably stole that dress. Some people don't know their place." Clarice didn't respond. She just stepped back into the shadows, her heart aching. Then she remembered something she heard earlier that week. Whispers about stolen fashion sketches and unauthorized design reproductions by Wycliffe's creative arm. That's when something clicked. Clarice had once sold a design to a boutique in Paris, one that mysteriously appeared on the runway last year under a Wycliffe-linked label. She'd brushed it off. But now, She returned to her sketchbook that night and began comparing old designs. What she found made her stomach twist. They had stolen her work, and they were profiting off it. Clarice spent her nights digging. She contacted an old friend in Paris, a retired editor who remembered her early designs. She found dates, fashion show footage, and design patent filings. Ava, seeing Clarice's determination and evidence, joined the effort. Together, they built a case, one Spencer couldn't deny. Clarice documented everything: timestamps, name changes, email chains leaked by a sympathetic intern. It painted a clear picture of design theft, corporate fraud, and exploitation. Ava suggested they wait for the upcoming investor gala. Make it public, she said. Let the truth speak for itself. Clarice nodded. This time, she wasn't coming as a guest. She was coming for justice. The gala buzzed with anticipation. Spencer, wearing a smug grin, gave a speech about innovation and company vision. Then Ava took the stage. There's someone here whose work has touched millions without credit, she said. Tonight, you will know her name. She stepped aside. Clarice walked up to the microphone. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't yell. She told the truth. She displayed her original sketches with dates, then showed the copies used in Wycliffe campaigns. She showed proof of emails, timeline overlaps, and the shady name under which Spencer's team registered stolen work. The room froze. Spencer's face drained of color. Investors whispered. Reporters typed furiously. When Clarice finished, she simply said, "You mocked me. You stole from me, but I never needed your invitation to belong here. I earned it." Thunderous applause followed. Spencer tried to deny it, but it was too late. Days later, news broke across major outlets. Whistleblower Janitor exposes corporate fashion theft. Clarice Freeman, the hidden hand behind runway glamour. Spencer was suspended. Legal proceedings began. Wycliffe's board released a public apology. Clarice was offered a leadership role in Ava's new project, an ethical fashion tech startup backed by Wycliffe's restructured leadership. She now walked through those glass halls not with a mop, but with a tablet and a vision. Designers, interns, and executives alike greeted her with respect. Her name was printed in Vogue and Elle. Her past struggle became a symbol for dreamers everywhere. Clarice never asked for fame. She asked for fairness. And in the end, she got it, and gave it to others too. If this story moved you, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with someone who needs inspiration, and subscribe for more powerful true to life stories like this one. Tell us in the comments. Have you ever been underestimated or mocked, only to rise stronger? This is more than a story. It's a reminder: never let others define your worth.